Hi everybody, my name is Scott Warner. I'm starting a contractor quest. It's a quest for contractors who are trying to get their businesses to another level. Um, Tell you a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Scott Warner. I was born and raised here in upstate New York. I was raised in the contracting business. My dad's been in business for over 40 years. He still has got his little contracting company going now. I've been doing all these projects for years and years and years. I was working with my dad for quite a few years. Then I went and did maintenance jobs, worked for other GC companies, and then I started to become a subcontractor. I started subcontracting for about 15, 18 years. Never really got anywhere. I didn't have a very good mindset. Thought everybody owed me everything. Thought that I was going to just get there by other people helping me out, which never happens. I started my company when I was 21 years old. And I kept failing. I got jobs because I couldn't support it. I'd fail and then I'd get back out there and do it again. I probably, out of the 22 years I've been doing contracting, I've probably worked maybe 2 years with other companies. And that was off and on for a few months here and there just because I couldn't get my mindset right. So we started a flooring company in the beginning of our contracting career, and it didn't do so well. It was okay, but there wasn't a lot of profit in it. I didn't know how to charge. I was young and I was trying to make a living. I wanted to do something that no one else was doing. I wanted to be my own boss. And then I decided after that to go into a business with my brother, which was a huge failure. He didn't want to be on board with everything that we had to do. We were both young, and we tried doing it together. It was called the Warner Brothers Contracting Company. We made a lot of mistakes, and then I almost got ready to shut down. And then I decided to start another company called Top Speed Contracting. We did that for quite a few years. Well, it was pretty successful. It was a subcontract company. I mean, we made enough to get by. It was almost like a paycheck instead of a actual company. So we were making better money than we would make at an actual job, but it wasn't the money that you make to run an actual company. And I was always a worker, so I didn't know how to run a company really. I just kept trying and trying and trying um, throughout the years, and just kept failing and growing. And then about 6 years ago, I moved down south, and I started working for a company down there, and learned how they ran their companies. And I learned a little bit there on how to run a roofing company. So I came back. I lived there for about a year, and then I came back to upstate and opened my business back up again with a whole new um, look on the business and a new drive because I had to get back on my feet. I had a little company going in Florida, and with all the Mexican people and all the people that were working there that were already established, it was hard to make a lot of money there. I mean, there was money to make, obviously, but I was a little fish in a big, big pond. My wife and them decided they wanted to come home, so we moved back here. And I opened up my company, Scott Warner Contracting, which is the last final company that I'll ever open again, I believe, as far as contracting goes. Um, so I had the drive to do it. I bought myself a van when I was in Florida, and I came back, and the first thing I did was get it lettered up, and that was the first step on my way to my success story. Um, I still made a lot of bad choices and bad decisions, and learned from it. Well, I ended up buying some rental properties, and we were working on those during the days and or during the night times, and working roofing and siding and stuff like that during the day. Put a lot of time and effort into it, and just started to get some business going. About 3 to 4 years ago, I stopped subcontracting, and I decided I was just going to do my own contracting because I didn't think that I was going to be able to do it without anybody else's work, the other contractors giving me work, because I thought that's what I had to do in order to survive. It was in my mindset that I had to have other people to help me. And then I realized, hey, let me try this on my own. So I got away from the subcontracting, and now we don't do any subcontracting whatsoever. But we ended up opening up a little juice bar in Carthage, New York area. And that was a total bomb. It was during COVID. We didn't make any money, so we lost all of our money that we put into that. So me and my wife got together and decided, hey, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try to take this money that we've been losing that we don't have, but we're used to spending. And we're going to just get a warehouse space. We're going to get an office, and we're going to start doing our construction business 100% into that instead of doing anything else. So 2.5 years ago, we got a warehouse office and started growing. And we ended up getting some trucks and trailers and one thing at a time. And I've been investing in myself. So a little bit, that's enough about me. But if you're trying to get your business to the next level, the first thing I would do is, if you have a van or a truck or anything like that, I would get it lettered. I would make sure that you're doing a career that you actually love to do, because if you love it, it doesn't feel like work. I put 12, 15-hour days in every single day still, and I don't even have to work that much anymore. I could take more time off, but I love the business. I love the company. I love everything about it. So I would say that if you were going to do a company or a business of any sort, do something that you love to do, because then it won't feel like work, and you'll be more motivated to keep on going at it and doing bigger and better things. Number two, if you're hanging out with people that aren't going the same place as you are and they're not doing well, you probably will never do well. You got to find people that to hang out with that do well in life, that are going in the same direction as you or are doing better than you, so that way you can figure out how they're doing it. That's the number two thing I would say. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future, as Dan Pena says. Dan Pena is another person that you can look into hearing on YouTube if it's something you're interested in. He's a $1 trillion man investor. I listen to him daily. Number three, I would, if I had to go back and start over, I would advertise on Facebook. Get out of your comfort zone, because being comfortable never going to get you successful. Being uncomfortable is the only way that's ever going to get you to where you got to go, because there's no growing and being comfortable. So I started doing Facebook video ads and Facebook videos daily. I do them every day now still, advertising my company, letting our customers know what we're doing in our company. I know it's uncomfortable. I was the kind of guy in school that got picked on and in class and asked, what's this question, Mr. Warner? And I'd freeze. So it wasn't easy for me to get on there and do Facebook videos, and now I'm trying to start this quest for successful people who are trying to get their businesses to the next level here. So I would say do that. Number four would be to call your backlog of customers. If you have maybe, even if you have 5-6 customers that you did work for in the last 3 months, I would call them back and say, hey, Mrs. Jones, how's your project holding up? This is Scott Warner with Scott Warner Contracting. How is your project holding up? We are offering siding now, or we're offering roofing if you're in the market for it. I have a discount going on this or that. You'd be surprised how many people would say, hey, my project's doing well. Do you do drywall, or do you do roofing, or do you do siding? Every time I do my callback logs every month, we get more work that comes through. I would say number five would be customer care, customer service, and better yourself. Invest in yourself. Do seminars, do podcasts, listen to people, find a mentor, listen to people who are as successful as you want to be. Write your goals down on paper. Draw yourself a vision of what you really, really want. Because the mind works in really weird ways. So if you have a vision, I had a vision of wanting some Mercedes Sprinter van. 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, I was almost bankrupt. I had a little company with my little brother, and he came up from down south, and we started a company, and between paying him and paying my guys, I went almost broke. So I decided I would never be broke again. I drew on the board all the things that I had to do. I was in a negative $30,000 in debt. I said by this year I'll be 30 positive, and I was. I said I'm going to have a Mercedes Sprinter van, I'm going to have a warehouse, I'm going to have trucks and trailers and this, that, and everything. And in 2.5 years, I got 10 trucks, a warehouse, trailers, and I got 2 Mercedes Sprinters vans because I wanted that goal so bad. I pushed for it. I have new goals now. I'm going to try to start an Airbnb. That's going to be on my next goal list. But that's the 5 things I would do to start out with if you're trying to grow your company, is what I said. So please like and subscribe. Follow my videos. I'm going to start making videos here weekly on how to become a successful contractor, entrepreneur, and mindset and things like that. It was nice meeting y'all. Again, my name is Scott Warner. Thank you.